Song Contest 2013. Next to us is the main man from the European Broadcasting Union. It's Vlad Yakovlev from the European Broadcasting Union, who's the Executive Supervisor of this event. And you took over from Sitsibaka last year.
Yes.
So how does it feel to have that responsibility to set up a Eurovision show like that?
Well, definitely it's a very big responsibility, but thanks God I had the experience with organizing the Eurovision Song Contest in Moscow. That gave me an immense experience. And plus Eurovision young dancers and Eurovision young musicians, it's more or less the same kind amount of countries, so all of those things give you a lot of experience. So of course there is something new and something unknown, something that you have to learn here, obviously, but in principle it goes so far so good.
You mentioned the word new, so something new in this event compared to previous editions of the contest. Can you give us a brief summary of what has been changed?
Okay, spokespersons on stage, and I really hope it will work. The only thing with the spokespersons, I can reveal the secret, is that we were hesitating because we kind of lose this connection that the votes are actually coming from those countries. And I thought maybe we need to play around with some graphics or with some papers or whatever. We'll think about it. You will see it. And also we have the three winners. We still have first, second, and third prizes, positions, but they all get some kind of trophies, some kind of prizes. We completely changed the setup of the press center, as you saw. And of course we made the draw, and I really hope we might make also the draw permanently for the opening ceremony. Of course it creates some kind of problems with with the technicians, etc., but it's feasible, and I think it makes the opening ceremony more exciting, actually.
I think in the draw on Monday night there was a wild card system as well. Why that? Why not all the countries pulling their number?
Well, that's exciting as well. With two wild cards, it depends actually on the amount of countries. If we had, like, for example, maybe 18 or 24 countries, maybe we'll make 3 wild cards. We don't know. But so far we have 12 countries, and I think the rest were just coming out and pulling out their numbers, and I think it's okay. The only thing which I think also was under discussion, but we decided to make it because the host country is Ukraine, so they do the first ones who actually pulling out the number right after the 2 wild cards. If, for example, Ukraine, just for information, was one of the wild cards, they wouldn't obviously do anything else.
You work together with NTU. When did you actually start to set up this Junior Eurovision Song Contest, the choice of the venue, and how is it to work with the NTU, the National Television of Ukraine?
Very nice team. Very creative. I'm actually pleased to work with people with NTU because I also see how they well prepared for the performances at the Song Contest, at the Junior Song Contest. Again and again I want to thank Victoria and Roman because the most efficient people here. Of course, and they have amazing teams who actually not only supporting them but trying to be like them all the time. And of course we started our preparations like a year ago, as it should be, with inspection visits and then checking the venues, checking the hotels, checking all the logistics, and then discussing the preliminary design and stage design, and then the production elements, the team crew, etc. But that's the usual procedure for all the Eurovision events.
We're missing some countries from last year. Bulgaria and Belgium are out, and in these countries the junior contest is quite popular, but this year they're not here. Therefore we have a couple of other countries joining in. What can you do to attract more of the other countries to the contest?
It depends on the countries usually, because some countries pulled out because of financial situation, some countries pulled out because they are not very satisfied with the format. So this format case is more easy to solve. We're listening to them, we see if it's feasible or not to implement that into our new format. We make the changes as well, and I think it's high time to make the changes because let's say the viewing figures were going lower and lower, and so we had to make something about it. And we're just trying, and I'm actually very thankful to NTU for hosting it, because not every country would agree to host the transition period event when it's in transition. But now it's more or less settled. Some more TV elements to add, and that's it.
Next year's event will come from which city or which country? You know that already?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Maybe roughly, how much does the Junior Eurovision Song Contest cost to the people?
It depends on the country, from country to country. We try to, of course, to settle the limited budget, but you know, usually West European countries, they're very strict with the budget. They try to make it as small as possible to host the event. And as for the East European countries, they try to extend it, you know, to show their country, to impress the people. So their budgets are slightly bigger. But do you want to hear the figures?
If it's possible, if you have one figure that actually so
well,
people...
there is an official figure of the budget, which is true. It's 2.9 million euro for the Ukrainian Junior Eurovision Song Contest.
Like in the Eurovision Song Contest, EBU usually helps financially with 5 million Swiss francs. Is that the same?
No, totally different amount. This is a Eurovision Song Contest, and I think even the Eurovision Song Contest is changing all the time. No, we are trying to reduce the fees, so also our amount is changing as well.
Okay, Vlad, we wish you all the best of luck for Saturday. You'll be on the balcony, replacing Sitze, that everything goes okay, supervising the event. What so far was the biggest constraint to be here in Ukraine for you?
You mean like obstacles or something?
Obstacles, yeah.
Well, we had some, let's say, some issues, both production issues and technical issues. We had some delays at the first week, but now it's all more or less settled, and I wouldn't say we have any kind of things that might make us really, really worry about it.
So you're confident that the show can hit the road on Saturday?
Yes, definitely.
It'll be on at what time here?
At 8 p.m. local time, so 7 Central European time.
Fantastic. With this from Kiev, thank you very much to Vlad for chatting with us about the event, and good luck for the future of the Junior Eurovision Song Contest and the young dancers, of course, as well. That's what you're also responsible for.
Yeah, musicians. Exactly. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy the show, and fingers crossed that everything will be fine.